ultimately, my friend, all is in the what we call TMIs, thoughts and mental images that are processing in your mind. All is in the image perceived in the mind. And the mind and the brain, very different. The mind is you as awareness and consciousness perceiving images. Why images? Because we think. You actually think in pictures and mental images. Give an example. Are you ready? I say these three letters KFC. What image pops into your mind? You guessed it, or basically you perceived it, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Gentleman dressed in white and the colour red, most likely. But because we think in mental images, then the next step is understanding the power of mental imagery. Mental imagery has the power to drive you to something or keep you away from that something. I'll give an example. Last time you were at the movie theatre, you're watching moving images on a screen. Those images affected how you felt. They triggered emotions within you, whether happy, glad, sad, or whatever, simply because of you watching a movie. And that same experience in the external is exactly what happens in the internal. Every day you have images popping into your mind. Those images begin to process in your mind, become your perception, what you're going to project and produce. Give me an example. You're around people, you feel positive, you feel positive. It's only because they're projecting those images, then you're the recipient of that positivity, because imagery is actually energy, morphs into chemicals that affects your physiology and also your biology. So ultimately, my friend, as Albert Einstein, one of his quotes is, imagination is everything, because imagination creates everything. You can't create anything until you first create that as a mental image in your mind. Everything you see made by human hands first began as a mental image in that person's mind. And the power of mental imagery is really controlling your life. Whatever you want, you must first create that as an image, sustain and maintain that image until it's felt, and that image becomes a match and merges with your identity. I'm referring to the TPC coaching methodology, which is I3M, imagine, merge, match, materialize. So, to keep it really kind of simple in regards to thought process conditioning, TPC, it is predicated on forward thinking. Because the only thing that really matters is what you're going to do from this point forward. Every experience that you experience in life creates an image. And over time, we call that a memory. But it's really a mental image you're able to recall because it's still basically either stored in your subconscious mind, in your subconscious mind. As a TPC mindset image coach, I help you to imagine, create the images of what you want. Sustain and maintain that image until it becomes a match with your identity and with your lifestyle. Then it becomes actually materialized. So what you visualize, you're going to materialize. Every top athlete, Olympian, at the forefront of their training is visualization. Okay, utilizing the TPC mindset conditioning tools daily, TPC 2D, TPC deep state, TPC guided imagery, TPC anchoring will simply help you condition your mind daily, because prevention is better than cure. So what I mean is, when your mind is conditioned to overcome obstacles, a lot of people just they become victims of negative images, and then then they spend most of their time and life overcoming the devastation of a mental image. It's basically what it is. So if you are truly ready to transform your life, realize that it all begins in your mind in the form of mental imagery. Utilize TPC, and in your life, you will become the control center of your mind. You will most certainly become the control center of your mind. And if you're not the control center of your mind, you're truly not the control center of your life. So don't delay. I look forward to catching up with you as your TPC mindset coach, enabling and empowering you to to condition your mind for success. One of the meanings of the word conditioning means to train an animal or human to behave a certain way. What you're doing is that you're training your mind to behave itself, to behave a certain way, congruent with your life. So, my details are at the bottom of this webpage. Book in for an online coaching as well. And we've got a lot of TPC workshops and retreats coming up. And apart from that, remember this: the only thing that truly matters is what you are going to do from this point forward. So I look forward to catching up with you as your TPC Mindset Image Coach. All the best for 2026. Speak to you soon.